Hey, I'm fine.
Oh?
Oh.
See, he's right. You've got a control problem. But I know this Eastern medicine store, Ancient Chinese Secret.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
In fact, Job was at Ancient Chinese Secret at that moment, but not for a migraine.
Yeah, I need a tea to give my dingle less tingle. Me quick, one slow. Wait, that's Indian. Tea for dong.
If he were telling the truth, he wouldn't have told us.
Unless, of course, you knew you wouldn't believe the truth, even if he told us.
Because if you're Chinese, you should either be a Taoist, a Confucianist, or a Buddhist. Now, I want to say this, that those are great religions. Millions of believers and followers of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. But today, I want to give you a little bit of education. The Chinese history has a 4,500-year unbroken record. Let's take this to be 0 BC. So now we are here. We're at 2009, year of the ox. If this is a youth service, I'll say, turn to your neighbor and move. All right, anyway. But you know what? The Chinese history stretches until 2500 BC. Now, Taoism came about 6 BC. About the 5th BC, you have Confucianism and you have Buddhism. So the big question is, what about those 2000 years? Before Taoism, Confucianism, and Buddhism, what did the Chinese people believe in? What is interesting is this. We have very clear historical records. For the first 2000 years of their history, the Chinese people worship a singular supreme God and not many dozens or millions of deities. They worship a God by the name of Shangdi. And when you read their historical records, Shangdi has exactly the same character, nature, and power as the God of the Old Testament. But while the Hebrew people called him Yahweh or Jehovah, the Chinese people from the beginning call him Shangdi, the king that lives above the Most High God. Some of them call him as Tian or as Sang Tian. Now you notice how you write the word Tian? Everything that is big, that is star, he's bigger than them. He's the Most High. So the Old Testament calls him the Most High God. Let's give the Most High God a big clap. Hallelujah.
If he were telling the truth, he wouldn't have told us.
Unless, of course, you knew you wouldn't believe the truth, even if he told us.